Why, hello there. Welcome to Pushing 40 on Blitz. I am the Desert Fax because I am just a poor copy at best. Today, I'd like to talk about a tank that I actually like very much, which seems to be a controversial view, and that is the STG. It is a Russian medium tank at Tier 8, and I feel it is oft maligned. A lot of times people say, don't waste your money, it's a junk tank, it's trash, this and that, and I actually disagree. Can you find better statistics? In many ways, yes. If you actually look at Blitz stars, the STG is, if anything, a slight upgrade from the T-34 3, which is another tank I like. I happen to like mediums with high alpha and longer reload times. They just really pack a punch and are able to skirmish extremely well. But if you look at the Chimera, which is one of the most popular tanks, which I do love as well, the Chimera has more DPM. It has more penetration, more alpha, more shell velocity, and better dispersion. It, in fact, gun-wise, the only thing it does worse on really is the aiming time, which is still not bad. And the Chimera has 10 degrees of gun depression, while the STG has only 5. Other than that, the STG does have mobility on it. So, why would you want the STG? Well, what I find interesting about the STG is that it is a rear turreted tank, which changes your play style. And it also has an extremely low profile. If you look at it, it's a pancake, much like the LTG and the T100 LT. It has a decent frontal armor on the turret. It can be penned, and you will occasionally get some troll bounces off the hull, but you cannot rely on it. So what I found was that this tank forced me to change my play style. And what I have here is actually an Ace Mastery replay to give an example of one of the ways you would play a tank. Now, see, what this tank, in my opinion, it teaches you is patience. You must learn to be patient. You don't want to jump into situations. You have poor depression. You have a slow reload. Don't have a lot of frontal armor. It's not great. Now it can relocate quickly, as mediums should be able to do. It does actually have the highest power to weight ratio of the tanks that I mentioned. I wasn't comparing it to all tanks, just those similar in the way that they perform. Or at least high alpha skirmishers. So here we go. I wasn't actually expecting the SU. Oh, thanks to Tankbuster 33 for reminding me. I can remove that from the screen. So, I was actually expecting the T-54 to poke first, but it was the SU that did up top, which is okay, unusual. And again, I'm not going to poke out that way. I was getting ready to leverage myself over, basically by going up against the hard object and turning yourself the other direction. You can force the rear of the tank out to give myself basically a side screaming style on this guy. Alright, if you want to give me your turret like that, we'll go ahead and hatch you. And this gun is accurate enough to do that. He's been shot twice, he's at half health, he's not happy. But this is where that patience comes in. Don't poke. T-44 is being patient as well. Both of us are waiting. And there, I actually successfully baited that shot. The angle was good enough that it was side scraping. So like I said, do not rely on that. So unfortunately, I see the T-54 decides to push. So I triggered my adrenaline because I know this T-44 would not be able to hold it for so long. And I do get another shot out into the T-54, but it was not enough to end him and save my teammates. So pull a bootlegger reverse because I'm not going to be able to face both of them. That T-54 will wait for the SU to push, and then he will come out and clip me. Again, we've got the speed. I get over here just in time to prevent him from shooting. And you know what? Let's go ahead and pull out. So instead of side poking, pull out this way. We got deflection. I get another shell into him. The SU is now at very low health. The T-54 is looking for that shot. I still haven't taken damage yet. I will, but notice how I'm reversing to get angles on people. Not poking forward. I'm going to continue now. I don't want to get shot in the back. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm going to get shot in the back, and it turns out I got shot in the front. With that tiger, he turned an angle just enough that that lower glacis actually deflected my shot. Had to ran my engine. I get shot from behind. That's the T-54. That was the SU. Oh no, it was the T-54 a second time. Excuse me. Reverse just enough. I switched to Pramo to make sure I pen. Clear him. That was the SU. And now I'm a one-shot. Like, man. I went from doing so well to I'm in a lot of trouble. So I'm trying to take myself out of range of the SU. Or out of the line of fire. Put a shot into him. He's kind of like, that's a dry pocket shot. Like, oh, yeah, she's maneuvered himself down there. You know what? He has almost no health. We're going to use HE, and that's enough right there. Finish him off. Again, I love this tank. The gun handling is very good. The amount of damage it dishes out made people much more wary. Like, oh, I was going to go past, but the Jagdtiger's already been able to turn himself around. So you know what? We're going to set up right here. Deny him an angle on us. Deny him a shot. And we're going to wait. I've got a tank destroyer rolling up to assist me. Finally, I've been dealing with this stuff by myself ever since that T-44 was gone. I know somebody shot the T-54 while he was up there. But in general, I haven't had someone here with me. And fortunately, this is a Contra Caro Tier 9, and he's at full health, so he is not afraid to go up there and advance and engage. At this point, the Jagdtiger's distracted, so grab to him and keep on going. I'm going to throw another round into the side over his back. And here we go. Alright. The Contra Caro probably should have this. I don't remember if he gets that shot in or if I do. There we go. Turned out to be mine. We're both happy, and actually, the enemies are down to their last person. It's 5-on-1. VK's at full health, but that's not going to last long, even in the VK. That shot troubled me a little bit, but plus he turned just enough to angle it. So he tunnels me now. You see, he's got his turret all the way around behind. He's so intent, wants to get one kill, at least, put one more kill on the board. And I just completely stay out of his line of sight. Because I have 4 allies available to shoot him. So, playing smart, knowing when to retreat, knowing when to charge, knowing how to be patient. 3,544 damage, 3 destroyed, ace mastery. I just really can't complain about that. It's, like I said, this tank can do extremely well. 183,000 credits, that's fantastic. Contra Caro performed well. Our team did pretty well. Looks like we had a Jagdtiger who got deleted pretty quickly. But either way, in general, the team performed well. I really like the STG. It's got speed, it's got the power to weight ratio, it's definitely got the punch. Its penetration is a little bit light and leaves some to be desired, but at least you have some heat shells you can throw in there. Get that extra penetration. And if not, then find a different angle. Sometimes you shoot once or twice and go somewhere else. That's actually the right way to skirmish. But ultimately, again, rear turreted and it just forced me to play different. I played this different than I would have the Chimera, and it's not necessarily that I wouldn't have gone to the same places at the same time, but the way like backing out and effectively side scraping in order to get shots, it taught me to do that in front turreted tanks as well, because sometimes you get a glance like we did in this game. Playing a more difficult tank forced me to become a better player, and that's one of the reasons why I will always love the the STG. I will not call it a trash tank. It's not junk. Can you find tanks with better stats? Yes, you can. That doesn't make it junk in my book. So salute to the STG, and salute to all you World of Tanks Blitz players. This is the Desert Facts wishing you good games, good sportsmanship, and good luck. And if you like my content and you're able to help support the channel, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it greatly. I enjoy doing this, and I'd like to see everyone get better and have a good time. So, until the next video, this is the Desert Facts, signing out.